Hey everybody, welcome to Britpop Strategy with me, BP1 and BP2.
Over here.
Today we're here with a bit of comedy for you with Theo Von. Jokes that are out of this world, apparently.
Okay, well, things that are out of this world is his name. His name is actually Theodore Kapitani von Kernatowski, also known as Theo Von. You can see why.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, American stand-up comedian, podcaster, television personality, and actor. He is the host of This Past Weekend podcast and former co-host of the King and the Sting podcasts. So quite well known. First I've ever heard of him, but yeah. Continuing our trend of sort of finding comedians that we know nothing about, this one popped up, so we are going to go with it.
Yeah, why not? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.
Please do.
Hit the subscribe button. It is free to join us at Britpop React. Much welcome here on the channel. You know, we've got a lot of great community, especially on Patreon as well. All right, should we get into it?
Yes, please.
Bit of Theo Von.
Or in class, sometimes the teacher would teach us something real good. You know, I remember one time they said lightning. They said lightning was made up of the same stuff that a rainbow was, and it was hard for me to understand. And then the teacher said that lightning was just an angry rainbow. And I stood up on my desk and took my damn shirt off, bro. You know, and I damn saluted that shit, that fact that teacher was filling me with the facts.
Back in the day, we didn't have clothes on all the time.
That's true.
Who invented clothes? Can you look it up? Some fucking idiot, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
My friends are alcoholics, and I'm competitive. So I have a couple tequilas, right? And tequila, let's be honest, like pouring Mexico right into your body, okay? I mean, make you jump a fence, make you buy a gun, make you run across a highway with your family, make you knock a woman up, make you knock a woman down, okay? Olay, Janet, you know? Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night. Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes, right? Now close your eyes. Now how many black dudes are you fighting? As many as your imagination can hold.
I wish I had a grown man's penis when I was 12.
Do you?
Kinda.
Oh, you don't want that, man. I had that.
You had that, or you had?
I had it as a child. And
you were packing as a child?
Yeah, did you know that?
How the fuck would I know that?
Is outer space gay or straight?
Okay, so I'm going to give you an answer. Are you ready? Right. Is outer space gay or straight? Practically everything we see and measure in space, not only objects, but temperature, size, density, is on a spectrum. So for you to say, is the universe gay or straight, I'm going to tell you, whatever the universe is, it's on a spectrum.
So it's bi.
You know, they had a guy in my neighborhood.
Sorry. That was a good one.
Oh, dearie me.
So it's bi. That's brilliant. All right.
Okay.
This boy, Small Allen. You know, I mentioned him before. He was not a neighbor, but you know, could have been a neighbor if he'd have lived closer. And he was small. I mean, damn, you could barely. He'd play hide and seek for a month, 6 weeks. You know, he was the only one, if we were playing hide and seek, you'd see him, you know, get a bunch of food and stuff, because it was going to be, he's going to be out there for a while. He's so small. He hide in a bird's nest or something. You know, you'd be looking around for everybody, and you'd hear somebody fighting with a bird in a tree. And that would be Small up there, just wing to fist with a damn sparrow or a, you know, a daytime nightingale. Because sometimes you see a nightingale gets lost, and that bitch is out there during the day. And you're like, damn, this is a damn pervert. But
have you ever laid on your back and put your legs in the air while you jerked off? That's like the gayest thing you could do. I would never do that.
It sounds like you might have done that.
I haven't done that.
You want to?
No, I don't want to do that, dude.
But I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, you know, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk. And then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, you know? And if you get some straight up, just a couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude.
Blow leche out their dome.
I mean, this is language that we've never heard of before. I mean, blowing leche out of their dome. I mean, that is hilarious. I've never heard. I mean, obviously leche milk. I mean, it's just brilliant, funny.
He's.
Who is the mental one though? Because I think he might be in that.
I mean, he's on the spectrum, isn't he? He's on the
He
spectrum,
is
mate.
compared to some of the people we know.
He's kind of like, he's your sort of down and country comedian, isn't he? The way he comes across, he's got the twang, he's got the swag, the voice,
but there's
the vocab.
the wires aren't connected. They go off somewhere else, don't they? It's like
He's on a different tangent to most
he's not
people.
on a highway. He's on a country road up there somewhere.
Interesting. Okay, I mean, you can see why he's a podcaster. He's very sort of quick with it, though.
Oh yeah.
That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, oh, I got some kind of a gift here. You know, almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot. T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name too to be mentally challenged, but also easy for him to spell. And I'm not joking. That's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot.
Him and Tony Hinchcliffe and Ron White.
Oh, Tony's built for it. He looks almost like Pinocchio's old, crazy brother. You know what I'm talking about? Pull him up. Grabbing her cheeks.
Yeah.
And looking up at, not the sky, but the ceiling, but that God. And I remember going, with a tear in my eye.
Yeah. And that fills up most of your eye.
Because I'm Asian. That's true.
Yeah.
That's not racist.
No, well, people don't think that.
Yeah.
You get a tear, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a third waterlogged, dude. You're halfway through the Titanic movie.
Right.
You know?
Can you think about that? Somebody even invented a chair like a long time ago. Everybody was just standing around. People just standing around like, now what? And then finally, some straight up, I'm going to be honest, hero came along and said, ta-da! It must have been like marijuana almost at first. So you've been standing up for years. Your father's been standing up. Your grandfather has great posture. Everybody got posture because they've been standing like a And then suddenly, out of nowhere, some beautiful little carpenter, some dirty little wood martyr comes along and just chisels out a damn seat. I mean, I bet semen just leaks out of your pores. Just that full body coom, just cooming out of your just out of your pores. Just
What's going on, man?
I don't think I've ever had that feeling, mate.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's on a highway, and then something goes wrong.
He
comes off at a junction, and then he gets taken into this town.
Completely dissonant sphere, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. But he is funny with it, to be fair. Because it is so... He's a bit like Borat, isn't he? In the way where he takes things.
Yeah.
You're
expecting one thing, and then he just goes right over that edge.
Yeah. He's
crosses the
turned off
limit.
right.
He's in a different postcode, zip code, whatever, and you've gone, didn't see that coming. I mean... Yeah.
Interesting character.
Okay.
All right.
Really, my cousin got bit by a gay guy, so we'll see,
Remember when you got the locker at high school and you went up to it and like other kids knew how to open their lockers, but you didn't because this is your first time, but you had to act like you knew, right? Because if somebody saw you not opening your locker right, then, I mean, this was junior high, you were probably going to go to hell. Dude, one kid I remember, bro, named Gabe, he got in his locker and we fucking never saw him again. He just got in there. I'm like, Gabe, what are you doing, dude? He said, I'm trying to get some peace and quiet. I'm like, all right, man, you're missing math, but whatever. And then you put some gym clothes in there and this thing stank. I mean, some gym clothes that was real fertile in there. Because this is 7th grade. You guys see, you have body. You sweat. Even your sweat has probably a little bit of seed in it, a little bit of ejaculate. You put a couple of sweat, shirts in there, and this couple dirty socks. You come back a month later, they got 6 little socks running around in there. Maybe throw a little bit of some bird seed or some pine nuts in there for them for snacks. Yeah, locker was crazy.
What is going on up here, man?
My neighborhood was poor black, poor white. That was our neighborhood, So I didn't feel any white privilege. I know some people had it, man, I knew some motherfuckers with sweaters. But I was 2 tank tops in the winter, okay?
2 tank tops.
And I just didn't feel it, I wish I'd have had some white privilege, dude. Sign me up. But I didn't have it, man. It was just poor black kids, poor white kids, man. And my poor black friends would always be like, man, look what you did to us. And I'm like, dude, do you think I would do all that shit to y'all and then move right next door, bro? Now, we gonna split this plum or not, dog?
You have an OnlyFans account or no?
Nah, man. I tend to. If we're talking about just to watch, yeah.
I got on there and then I immediately deleted. I get all nervous.
Why? Because you feel like people gonna know who you are.
I feel like at some point that
It's so weird, man. I get on there and you can even it's weird. People can even trace back how you texted on there, so how you type it. So I try to watch how I type. Sometimes I like to misspell shit on purpose. I'm like, bitch, you ain't gonna notice it's me. I'm texting you in real life on my phone. So if I put too many commas and periods how I put them, you gonna know who the fuck I am behind this shit. I'll be spelling shit all type of wrong.
yeah. But dude, it is true. I'll be like, what's up with good booty images? Who has it? This guy Larry Reeb has this joke. He said, my wife told me never answer the phone during sex. I said, what if it's you calling? It's just an old joke, but I love it.
Oh, I loved. Oh, how do you get a dog to stop pumping your leg? Pick him up and blow him. I love these old jokes. What's the worst thing you can hear when you get a prostate exam? Look, Ma, no hands.
Oh, dearie me.
Wow.
Okay.
What can we say other than interesting guy?
Theo Von. Interesting guy, yeah. I mean, some of it, he sort of went a bit Wayne's World in some of it. It's like, is it him or is it an act? Yeah.
I've got that as well. Sort of just goes off on this sort of tangent because obviously he knows, because a part of being a comedian, obviously you've got to have the jokes, you've got to have a persona way you deliver it, like all the big comedians. But that's not always is who you actually are.
Yeah,
you probably hear more of him on the podcast, maybe more of who he is. So you're getting a bit of a split personality. But I mean, anyone that has interesting hair to do with the beard and everything, just looks
Mellet.
different.
Yeah. All right, very interesting. So our first introduction to Theo Von.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give him a thumbs up. There were some strange,
some funny things in there.
some strange things going up there, but we'll see. If there's something that he's done that we should react to, let us know. We can always come back and do more.
Indeed. All right. Well, what did Phil think of that? Should we see what Phil thought?
Crikey, this gin has me all gobsmacked. This is delightful as a cucumber sandwich. The garden party.
He said that He said that before. Yeah.
He's.
I reckon he's on Theo Von level there.
Oh, I reckon he's on holiday. He's just phoning in now. All right, there we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's goodbye from me.
A bit early there, Phil, but
early, Phil.
Until
summer
tomorrow.
hours.
Let us know in the comments, as you always do.
Please do.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. There you go.